Hello. So this is on the back side of the or the back 2 pages of the algebra worksheet. So first off, you should have had gallons of herbicide on your x-axis, and you should have had percent of weeds killed on your y-axis. You should have come up with a scale that used most of the graph. So I used like 80% of the graph approximately. You should have plotted your points. You should have used a ruler to make a best fit line. And then you should have calculated your slope. To do that, you would need to look for where the line intersects grid lines. So I put a triangle here. Notice this wasn't an actual data point, but I put a triangle here, and I put a triangle here. Then you need to do your rise over run, subtraction and division, and I got 6.2. You should have gotten pretty close to 6.2. If you were careful, I'd say 6 to 6.4 is probably pretty reasonable. And then the y-intercept for the equation, so y equals m, where m is equal to 6.2 times x plus b. B, I just read off the graph. It looked to be about pretty close to 5 gallons to me, so you do not have to plug that back into the equation, a data point. You can if you want, but it's a lot easier and probably just as accurate to pull it off the graph. So that's my equation, y equals 6.2x plus 5. You should have had something pretty close to that. Now to solve those equations, the percent weeds for 18 gallons, so you would have plugged the 18 in for your x. So your equation is going to look a little different than mine. But you should have had y equals your slope times 18 plus whatever your y-intercept is. And you should have gotten something around 110, 120, somewhere around there. That was for that problem. And then the percent, the gallons to kill 52.3% of the weeds. The 52.3 is your percent, which is your y value. So that needs to go in for y. So you should have had 52.3 equals, and then your slope times x plus whatever your y-intercept is. And I got 7.6. So if you got 7 to 8 or something about along those lines, you were probably pretty good. And I think that's it for that. This is Excel graphing and doing the line of best fit. Excel calculated the line of best fit slope to be 6.2, so I did pretty good getting 6.2. So if you got 6.2, you did pretty good too. And that is that.